because I was like left, right, left, right, left, right. Forget it. Let's just keep moving. But they took that moment, they took that energy and said, I've been blessed. I have privilege. And they began to better engage with our most vulnerable communities. The government began back from their responsibilities. They said, we'll fill that space. That's power. And recently, at the March for Our Lives, we had young people who said that if those who came before us can't protect us, if they are not willing to do the right things, then we will get engaged in our process ourselves, and we will make real change happen. That's power. Y'all do me a favor. Look to the person to your left. Stop staring. Y'all just ain't right. Look to the person to your other side. Reach your right hand out to the person on your right-hand side. Okay, now y'all getting degrees. Everybody should know your left. Reach your hand out to the person on the other side. I'm about to get on y'all. All right, do me a favor. We're going to find out what's really going on here in Vermont. Let me see everybody stand. Oh, yeah. Getting good to you, ain't it? I want to bring one other person into our conversation. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said that we come to these shores on different ships, but we're all in the same boat now. Nothing could be more apropos with the situations that we are dealing with an administration who has forgotten their responsibilities. But we also see that men and women of good conscience are coming together to make real change happen. We also know that we have power in this process. Y'all do me a favor. Everybody say power. Power. Say power. Power. All right, I'm gonna let it get real good to you. Everybody put your right hand in the air like it's 1968 in Mexico at the Olympics. I want y'all to say power so folks in Washington, D.C. can hear you and know that the class of 2018 ain't playing and they coming. Everybody say power. Power. I am Mustafa Santiago Ali. Thank you all for a couple minutes. Just got to breathe for a minute. Get this in. Thank you. It's my pleasure to introduce the first senior class speaker. We have two. Bonnie Nightingale. I'm going to ask her to come up. She is receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree in biology and has a few words for all of us.
Good morning. 18 years ago, I graduated high school, and I left the familiarity of home to pursue opportunities beyond those that laid at my feet. I abandoned the expectations of others, and I began to search for purpose and satisfaction within myself. 18 years old and on my own, it took me a few years to get my bearings. But in 2003, I enrolled in SUNY Adirondacks, upstate New York Community College, and I began chipping away at my associate's degree, 1-2 classes at a time. I took every writing class they had to offer. I took sociology and psychology and philosophy, and I began to develop an appreciation and an understanding for who I was, for where I came from, and the forces that had shaped me. You see, I was raised under a different set of values, and although those values did not include the pursuit of a higher education, the drive within me to do so was fierce. It was a drive to go beyond surviving, to experience, to satiate my thirst for knowledge and broaden my perspective. As the semesters and the years passed, I fell in love with the act of learning. with asking questions and seeking out answers. Up and down for 13 years. Headstrong and determined, I fought through 21 part-time semesters across the country and back, through failed relationships and substance abuse, sickness, countless jobs, through the birth of both my daughters, and so much more. I pushed through each obstacle, hardening my resolve. It was that very stubborn will that brought me here to Green Mountain College today. Having been homeschooled most of my life, I desperately desired a small school to finish my degree. Transferring here full-time, putting work on hold, committing to a 64-mile one-way commute, all seemed pretty ridiculous. Nearly as ridiculous as taking 13 years to finish your associate's degree. But in the end, my draw to this community, to a school rooted in environmental conservation and sustainable living, outweighed all the absurdity. And so, in the fall of 2016, I began my journey here to complete my degree in biology. I can honestly say it has been the most mind-bending and emotionally challenging 2 years of my life. And over the span of 15 years, I have wanted to quit more times than I can possibly recount. During those times, I reflect on a quote that a professor once gave me. And I have carried these words by Friedrich Nietzsche with me all these years. And in moments of self-doubt and angst, I remember this, that each one of us carries within ourselves a productive originality at the very core of our being. And if we become aware of this originality, a strange aura, an aura of extraordinary, will shape itself around us. So as we move from this stepping stone to the next, it is imperative that we tap into the drive within ourselves. Because although we have all overcome many obstacles to be here today, we will no doubt continue to encounter challenges that will rock our very foundations and test our will in every aspect of life. But we must remember that it is the marriage of past triumphs and future goals, together with our originality, that will propel us on extraordinary paths. Let these paths serve as a testament to our elasticity and our resilience. Let us look inside ourselves for courage and look to the world around us for inspiration. And let that speak to our character. And finally, let us remember the words of Nietzsche and seek out that productive originality at our very core and allow the aura of extraordinary to shape itself around us so that we might be better equipped to shape the world where it needs us most.
Thank you, Bonnie. I'd now like to introduce the second class speaker, Dominic Royster-Wright. I'll ask him to join us up here. He's receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree in English with a minor in writing.
Oh man, it's hard to top those speeches. A lot of people don't think it's hard, to come up here and say the truth, but this is gonna be a little hard to say. There's a lot of people that inspire me out of the crowd. I come from a community where it's vulnerable. A lot of people aren't able to go to college. They lose their faith. My best friend, Tion at home, he's one of them. So I want my goal when I graduate college to clean up my community, like Lauren Mack. He inspires me alive every day. Seeing what he did with Deontay, Huquan, and a lot of the other Albany kids, and not just them, myself as well, and other people he reached like Tina, and people on the basketball team, and the other student athletes. His legacy will forever live on here, and that's what I want. I want to inspire kids in New York City to go to college. I want to help them out pay for their tuition. I want to help them out do all these different things. Tion, if you're watching this right now, I got you, man. But good morning, guys. I just had to get that out of my chest. My best friend Tion wanted me to do that. These are just like salt. I had popcorn earlier. It was just salt. President Allen, Provost Mossfield, members of the Board of Trustees and honored guests, thank you for being here with us today to share this incredible milestone. And to my fellow college graduates, congratulations. It's bittersweet that we are here today. We're moments away from walking across the stage to accept our diplomas and the start of newfound life as college graduates. Think about it. 4 years ago, we were right on that lawn. Me, Julie Brennan, Blake Hay, and a few others. I don't remember your names, so that's my fault. We were on that lawn and we were trying to remember each other's names. And I remember we were passing the ball around with Liza and she's asking us, what is something that we like to do? And we're all, saying like crazy college kid stuff. Like, oh, I like to eat donuts, and Blake's talking about like farms and stuff. But we were eager. We were eager to learn each other's names so bad that we listened to each other and we were laughing with each other and we were made comfortable because we had a role model. But we were trying to remember each other's names. I remember we were in Ackley, all of us as freshmen. We were sitting in Ackley at the freshman orientation play when they were talking about the river and all these crazy things that we weren't expecting from Green Mountain College. And then come to find out, they're all pretty real. But now that I'm here today, it's like looking into a kaleidoscope, full of memories at least, in a bunch of different colors and shapes. Shout out Owen. From these memories, we created strong bonds, dried each other's tears, empty coffee pots over many late nights studying in the library or in the rooms. Although we're leaving legacies behind, one of the most important things that kept us all here today to graduate with each other over the course of 4 years was the friendships that were the glue to our sanity. You guys not only helped me, but you guys supported everybody's dreams. And that's the power that we have as students and as a family. Today, that kaleidoscope full of memories we use as building blocks, not only for ourselves, but for this institution as well. Throughout the years, we have raised the Black Lives Matter flag, not only up there, but we hosted it right there too. We were adamant on the use of pronouns. We continue the work of our predecessors who championed gender-neutral bathrooms and ensured that each flag in the dining hall represented the different communities that make our school thrive. These are only a few things off of the list, but this should go out to all the other people who we inspire every single day of our lives that they can make a change at this school. Because as a freshman, we didn't have any of those things in the dining hall up there. We didn't have the Black Lives Matter flag. We didn't have the Pride flag. We didn't have a lot of the things that we are taking for granted here. At the same time, let us not forget the professors, staff, and faculty who have made our journey luminous as college graduates here today. For me, I have to thank Jacob Park. He helped me find my sense of place at Green Mountain College, along with Corey Fletcher and Robert Holloway. If it wasn't for the wonderful faculty, staff, and administration, where would we be today? Nowhere. I was expecting you guys, jump on that with me too, but I get it. But seriously, take a moment and think about who those special people were to you in your lives and how they impacted you and how they got you here today. Students, join me in thanking them for all they have done for us in terms of leading the way. If there has been anything that we have learned throughout our Coffee Fields College career, it is that we must be adaptable. We must adapt to how the world is changing. We must continue to develop empathy for the ones who are marginalized, and we must give a voice to those who feel as if they are silenced. Without each other, we stand nowhere. We are powerful together. So I know we don't want to stand up, but everybody grab hands and stand up. And then do a 180. Do a 180 and look at everybody, man. They helped us get us where we are today. Give them a round of applause. They helped us. All right, you maybe see. You got to turn around first. As a student of color going to predominantly white school, I have found new experiences and friendships I have made throughout the years. Not only am I grateful to be given the opportunity to experience new things such as hiking, cliff jumping, camping, and learn that napkins are compostable. I didn't learn that before. I remember Jan pulled me up. Hey, sweetie, that. But I'm also thankful for you guys, because you guys helped me shape myself into who I am today. But I've never had an older sibling. Alex Ruffins and Corey Fletcher, they became my surrogate older siblings. Alex taught me how to listen to those whose views I've opposed while keeping a level head. All the while, Corey taught me how to never let go of my dreams and to continue having optimism, even when things are difficult. So give them a round of applause too, please. If you can't tell by now, I'm a dreamer, but I assume I'm not the only one. I'm assuming you guys are as well. Man, I'm sorry, this is so surreal to me. Langston Hughes was one such person. This revered author of the Harlem Renaissance talked about dreams in his poem, Dreams. Fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field, frozen with snow. During my time here at Green Mountain College, I have felt as if I had a chip on my shoulder, not only with the lack of representation within the staff or faculty, but with the way I was perceived in the eyes of others. At times, I was eager to transfer due to this situation, but by doing so, I would have abandoned a great responsibility to improve this campus for students of color. I would not just let my dream die, but those who came before me, such as Warren Mackey, and those who will come after me, such as my guys out there. I see y'all, man. I see y'all. But you see, guys, we dreamt about this day, and that's the reality. The reality of us walking across this stage, shaking hands with Bob Allen, moving our tassels from right to left, and then throwing our caps into the air as we celebrate one of the biggest milestones of our young lives. Many of us came onto this campus as dreamers. Dreamers who didn't just enter a new college campus, but a place where no dream is too large. Can you imagine being a child in the 19th century reading Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and envisioning his imaginative creation of a modern-day submarine? Parents then might scoff and say, sport. These are silly dreams of silly author. But those children refuse to let their imagination be limited. Friends, dreams have power. This is what we should prize and never give up on as a class of 2018, to be dreamers. Together, As Green Mountain College graduates, we can showcase our leadership and ability to challenge our patriarchy together. Although we are closing this chapter of our lives, it is important to know that Green Mountain College has prepared us to walk into this world, not only as young adults, but dreamers. This diploma isn't just a piece of paper. Before we arrived, we dreamed. While we were here, we dreamed. And when we leave, we dare to dream. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2018.
nights perfectly quiet, on my plateaus, west of the Mississippi. And I, looking at the stars, looking up at the stars. Give me a garden of flowers, beautiful flowers at sunrise. Oh, come descend, where I may walk, come descend. Give me the splendid silent sound. Give me the splendid silent sound.
And such beautiful music. Thank you, Jim, the choir. This is it. We'll start handing out degrees. Exciting. It is my honor and privilege to begin the conferral of Green Mountain College's Master of Business Administration degrees to all students who have met the degree requirements of this program. These students were hooded last night in a special ceremony in their honor.
The candidates for the Master of Business Administration degree will rise in their places and remain standing. Dr. Moss-Pugh will present these candidates to the president of the college to receive their degrees.
Mr. President, the faculty and board of trustees of Green Mountain College have authorized you to confer the Master of Business Administration degree upon the candidates who stand before you and upon others in absentia. I now present them to you.
Upon recommendation of the faculty and on authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer the Masters of Business Administration degree upon you with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
I want to be clear, those that want photographs of their graduates, you don't need to be shy, and the president's happy to go at a pace that's appropriate so you can get some good shots. If necessary, you might say, try that again. Try to keep it to a minimum. We don't want to move things along, but we want to make sure that this moment is recorded and remembered and celebrated in an appropriate spirit. Kelly Michelle Ficklin. Alexandra Game Gregory. Skylar Stewart.
The candidates for the Master of Science degrees will rise in their places and remain standing. Dr. Moss-Pugh will present these candidates to the president of the college to receive their degrees.
Mr. President, the faculty and board of trustees of Green Mountain College have authorized you to confer the Masters of Science degrees upon the candidates who stand before you and upon others in absentia. I now present them.
Upon recommendation of the faculty and on authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer the Masters of Science degrees upon you with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto.
Cynthia Daly Alexander. Cassie Lynn Bradshaw. Laura Whitney Carbonneau. Brenda Lee Finch. Christine L. Fulmar. Janine Ann Gutman. Amy Kamstra. Man Tet Lee. Elizabeth Lowe Judas. In absentia, there was a question. Alicia M. McCosey. Joanna Zangari Miranda. Kathleen M. Mosier. Chantel Patricia Mullen. Ashley Renee Pierce. Mary Victoria Sharkey Rossi. Jamie Chuminis. Matthew Christopher Wilson. I don't know if you noticed the theme there. There are a lot of women heading out to change the world. Each year, we are privileged to give special recognition to those undergraduates who have academically excelled during their career at Green Mountain College. Your program contains a listing of those students who will be graduating with honors. In order to achieve the distinction indicated, the student must obtain a cumulative grade point average for each of the categories as follows: cum laude, 3.3 to 3.59, magna cum laude 3.6 to 3.79, and summa cum laude 3.8 to 4.0. Each student who received this distinction is wearing a gold medallion around their neck, cum laude represented by a white ribbon, magna cum laude by a green ribbon, and summa cum laude by a gold ribbon.
And Ross Pugh will present these candidates to the president of the college to receive their degrees.
Mr. President, faculty and board of trustees of Green Mountain College have authorized you to confer the Bachelor of Fine Arts degree on the candidates who stand before you and upon others in absentia. I now present them to you.
On recommendation of the faculty and on authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer the Bachelor of Fine Arts degree upon you with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto.
Hope Milagro Aguilera. Mary D. Bucherio. Rosemary Kennelly. Patricia Ann Hall. Kitty Page Hunt. Paige Marie Blejos.
The candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree will rise in their places and remain standing. Dr. Mouse Pugh will present these candidates to the president of the college to receive their degrees.
Mr. President, the faculty, after much discussion, some consideration, a few doubts, but generally unanimously, and the Board of Trustees of Green Mountain College have authorized you to confer the Bachelor of Arts degree upon the candidates who stand before you and upon others in absentia. I now present them to you.
Upon recommendation of the faculty and on authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer the Bachelor of Arts degree upon you with all the rights, privileges pertaining thereto.
Elise Marlon Anderson. Benjamin Carl Anton, cum laude. Rachel Sue Anabori, magna cum laude. Shelby Ann Baca, summa cum laude. Miranda Rose Bailey Rusmano, magna cum laude. Trevor Maskin, Barnhill, cum laude, in absentia. Avery A. Bazikian. Brandon Francis Bellissimo. Lily Claire Bergstein. Alex Bloy. Annalie Michael Brandt. Jesse Howard Breckelbaum, summa cum laude. Julie Brennan. Rhiannon Mackenzie Brewer. Andrew Lawrence Campo. Michaela Jean Clark. Thomas Cressy. Jared A. Daniel, summa cum laude. Carolyn Jean Fitzgerald. Georgia Lewis. David Gollum. Jedediah Steele. Charlotte Ann Gregorowitz. Christina Maria Warren. Philip Nicholas Gutierrez. All right, that was summa cum laude. Sorry, no. Mara Elizabeth Hammond, cum laude in absentia. Owen Huff. Phil Michael Howe. Marissa Lucy Huntington, cum laude in absentia. Simon Purchase James, cum laude. Cassidy with magna cum laude. Jacqueline Mary Kelsey, cum laude. Mesa Kennedy, cum laude. Wilson Victoria Lamantia, cum laude. Nicholas Griggs Lampson. Joshua Light, summa cum laude, in absentia. Brendan S. Love, in absentia. Zachary LeBrun. Molly Marshall McKenna, magna cum laude. Yajivi, summa cum laude, in absentia. Jacob Martin Nelson, summa cum laude. Molly Suzanne O'Hara. Jasmine Mariah Parker. Tucker Graham Peters. Dylan Alexander Pope, cum laude, in absentia. Madeline Southwick Pryor, magna cum laude. Irene Corbett Rich, cum laude, in absentia. Jenna Howard Rain. Emma Catherine Rosell, summa cum laude, in absentia. Elena Rose. Bug Elizabeth Schilling. Clifford Schmidt. Here, Sean. Ashlyn Kate Shanahan. Andrea Lauren Silvestri, summa cum laude. Joshua Alexander Smith. Matthew Thomas Sontag. Benjamin Tremaki. attention build for a minute, shall we? Willem David Walker. Deontay J. Owen Matthew.
For the Bachelor of Science, go.
Chloe Harriet Cortera, cum laude. Eleanor Reynolds Bissell, cum laude. Samuel Douglas. Olivia Broderick, cum laude. David Ray Cadron Jr., cum laude, in absentia. James Patrick Devitt, magna cum laude. Kyle G. Elwell. Patricia Elizabeth Law Harding. Blake Porter Hay. Pearl Margaret Booth, in absentia. Taylor Ray Hudson, in absentia. Taylor Ray